Hey y'all, I am feeling a little better that I'm going to try to do a video. It's Monday was rough. It was so rough. To fill in everybody real quick, I had to have one of my cud teeth out back here. Wait, is cud human? Is that the right word? Because that's cow. A cow is cud teeth. Oh well, it's one back here. And it was a big tooth. It was really big. I've got a massive hole back there. And it wouldn't release, so they had to get all this different size equipment out. And he was a man, so he's putting all his force into it. And my face swelled up. It was just not cute. So, yeah, that happened. And then yesterday I had to get my eyes checked, and today I had to go get new glasses. Y'all, don't get me wrong, I am forever grateful for insurance. I really am. But I know I'm not gonna like these glasses. They're super cute, but the lenses, they only covered the basic of the basic, which is okay. I'm thankful and I'm grateful, right? But my current glasses have that blue light filter on them. They transition, scratch guard, all of that, right? And with this insurance, it doesn't cover any of that. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to maybe get some blue light glasses that fit on top of my prescriptions for when because I sit at my computer all day. So I'll figure it out somehow, but I don't know. I was like, oh, this sucks. So, like I mentioned in Monday's video, I do need to stay off Pinterest, y'all. That crochet tracker, cross stitch tracker I found, and it linked me to an Etsy page, right? Well, now I found a crochet tracker on Etsy, and it's kind of cute. It doesn't have like the full theme and everything, but it does have quite a few pages. But this is what the project planner looks like, and this is for crochet, and I love it. Then I found random cheat sheets that went with it, you know, the abbreviations. This one I got off of there was a hook size chart. It was just a random one I found on Pinterest. So, you know, Pinterest is really good because you can make a lot of things happen. A lot of trackers happen. All you have to really do is look on Pinterest, and there is a wealth. I mean, I can get stuck down a rabbit hole for hours. Let me grab this. Excuse me, ma'am. I need this picture. This picture. Hold, please. Hold, please. So, the husband's coworker is having a baby, and her theme is teddy bears. And he came home saying, "Hey, I know you can crochet anything. Can you crochet a teddy bear blanket?" And I said, "Well, I'll find a pattern, see what I can do." So I found this pattern. The thing of it is, on that pattern, they use bulky yarn and a 6.5 millimeter hook, and I am not doing that. I am using just regular worsted weight yarn and a 4.5 millimeter hook, so it comes out into a very, very small teddy bear so far. But I think I'm gonna do like 2 panels or something. Anyway, here's the information of, well, you're not gonna be able to see that. It's the Teddy Bear Blanket by Rachel Meisner. Really, we're going to do this? Just when I think I get this thing fixed, it's, I don't know what's wrong with it now. Anyway, so I'm doing that for crochet. And then I had the information right here, but it's doing this again. I don't know. So, I was looking on YouTube and the Googles and all of that stuff to figure out what I can do with these little bitties. I don't want to throw them away. I know that sounds ridiculous because, I mean, look at it. It's not going to do anything, right? And you join it with other stuff, it's going to be a million ends. But I even got some this little bitty. Let me see if she'll work. And I was like, all right, what do I do? What's the plan for this? So I was trying to think of scrap projects, and I took the scrap bag and I divided it from, if it was like this size, I left it this size. If they were bigger chunks, like this one's gonna be, I'm gonna put into a cake. I said, put it in my ball winder and did my cake in, and so the blanket I'm going to do with my cakes is it's using the corner to corner blocks, but it's making a chevron pattern. It's really cool looking. I love it. So let me tell you about this project I've got going on. So the lady for this project, now I cannot say her name, so let me spell it for you. But it's turn leftover scraps into chunky yarn. Crochet with T-U-U-L-A. Crochet with T-U-U-L-A. Okay? Now, what you do is basically, I'm not going to go into it too much because that's her video, her idea. You make a chain and keep joining and yada yada, and then you have this bulky type of yarn. And I was like, this is the best idea ever, because you just join it. And the way she has it joined, I'll show you. I'm not going to show you the joint, really. Y'all, I don't understand my laptop sometimes. My travel laptop is just, I don't get it. So the way they have you join, this is the join right here. It's a little bit thicker, but there is absolutely no knots. No way. There's nothing. Nothing to weave in. Nothing. You want to see how that's done? You got to watch her video, because I'm not going to show you. I can show you, but I'm not going to, because it was her idea, her video. Now, she, I think she uses a different hook than I do. But I'm using just a good old 5.5. And I just put it all in a coffee can. Still smells good. I washed it, but it still got coffee smell. And then that way, I can just keep joining. It's almost like, it's pretty much like a rag rug, where when you crochet a rag rug and you have that special join to keep them going. It's basically like that. And but this joint, I'm like this close to doing that in my projects, because I mean that bad boy is secure. It ain't going nowhere. So I know with the scraps I have, I'm going to try to make a ball and keep going as best as I can. And then Fiber Spider has a really cool poncho out that he just released, and so I want to do that with that scrap pile. Let me see if I can get this to pull up on. I don't know what's wrong with her at times. But yeah, she's doing her own thing sometimes. A lot of times. Mm-mm-mm. Um, well, I thought I saved it in my favorites. I guess not. But yeah, I really like that idea because I like the idea of corner to corner, but to do it in rows, and the way she does it is it's block by block, so you can go as wide as you want knowing that it's wide enough. Does that make sense? Okay, Crochet Me Lovely. It's how to crochet vintage chevron block stitch tutorial. Crochet Me Lovely, crochet vintage chevron block stitch. Let me see if I click on it, it will show me the pattern really quick.
These boots aren't made to sit on a shelf. They're made to be worn. Say no to...
Here's a picture of it. We'll go with this. Right? So I like patterns that are able to do that. That you go across and you know that is how big your blanket's gonna be. I know with the chain, you kind of know, right? But the way that this pattern works, it's got the chain and row one all mixed together in a crochet corner to corner style. And then you keep going across. Now, because it's a chevron ripple, it has its peaks and its valleys, and its peaks and its valleys. And I thought this is the coolest idea ever. So I'm going to try to work on that with my big cake. Well, they're not big cakes, but my cakes yarns that that I have caked up. And then with the little scraps, I'm going to make the bulky yarn type thing, because the one that Fiber Spider just released, I would say about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it's really open, but it's so dang cute. And I'm like, for Texas, that would be perfect, because yesterday in Texas it was 101. But God blessed us this morning with the most beautiful rain. Well, it started 4 o'clock. And thankfully I was up because it scared the living crap out of me because of the thunder. And it just rained. And it just rained and it rained and it rained. I'm telling you, God is good. God is so good. And I was so thankful. Absolutely thankful. And such a blessing. Such a blessing. I have one more commission that I got to get going, and I gotta wait till payday to buy the yarn. I'm just gonna go with I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Remember not too long ago I was telling you the best to show at the fair was this really, it was tacky. It's not it's not the person made it, it's the pattern itself is tacky in my world. And it's a gingerbread house, and it's, I don't know, whatever. I was not gonna make it, but it would have been cool to know that that it won best of show. Well, my aunt sent me a message saying, "Hey, I want this blanket." I'm like, "No, ma'am, you can't be serious." So let me see if I can find it really quick on there, because y'all have to see this. Yeah. I had it I had it bookmarked, but it didn't work out that way. Don't they have one that's, well, this is the only, excuse me, mate. This is the only picture they have. They don't have it, you know, like hanging. To me, I find it tacky. And we're doing that. It does that. I don't know how to fix that. But anyway, my aunt decided she wanted it. And I was like, all right, I'll make it for you. Family doesn't ever really request anything I do. So it's kind of an honor. And when they do, I make it for them. I still haven't made her pillow for her classroom. And they already started school. So I don't know what we're going to do there. I got to get it done. I have not been sewing for about a week now. I've just got trying to get all the other stuff done. And, y'all, I forgot to show you one more thing. I've been working on a new sweater. And I posted pictures on my Instagram and Facebook, so y'all have probably already seen it. But this has been my favorite sweater. This has been the favoriteest sweater I have ever done. And I'm going to wear it if it ever cools off. Y'all. Now, it was kind of iffy at that one point because the girls got in the way. But I got it on and it's just wonderful. Now, it is busy. It's got that as the front. This is the back. And then just regular old V-stitch sleeves. I don't like heavy sleeves. I don't want that for myself. So I've got V-stitch sleeves that taper down. Look at me. I did this all by myself. I didn't know how to taper V-stitch. So I just kind of winged it. But I did it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. I love it. And it's not heavy. Now here's your clutch your pearls moment. The green is Red Heart. You know, I refuse to work with Red Heart. I hate it. But this was a baby Red Heart. And it was a color that I kind of liked. And it worked out well. It's one of my favoriteest. So I'm going to wear it when it cools off, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm going to add to the neck. Just to give it a little bit of extra collar. Without having a collar. I don't want a full-blown collar. I did watch, you all know I watch Michelle. And I watch her faithfully. And this last week video, she was redoing 3 more sweaters. And she used to do a collar where it had the lapel, right? But now she's doing a newer collar. Excuse me. And I kind of like her collar idea. But I think it's too much around my neck. Because like her, I don't like anything around, like this bothers me. I'm not a fan. Excuse me. Oh, that hurts my face. But this is kind of like a I'm so sorry. This is like a boat collar. I think they call it a boat neck. I don't know. But y'all. And my husband goes, well, you're going to wear it when it cools off? And I said, yep, I sure am. He goes, well, what if somebody wants to buy it off you right then and there? I said, well, thank goodness I have to wear an undershirt with it. Because you know what? I'll sell it. I will. This has been one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I was going to add a hood to it, but I was like, nah, let it ride. But it has me thinking, now that I know for sure that I can do a back panel, front panel, no problems. I kind of want to start putting a design in them. Like a real picture design or something. I may go back to single crochet intarsia or single crochet Afghans. now that I know how to stitch in the well of a stitch and not to the sides, you know, where it has that big opening. I may try that because I think corner to corner would be too bulky unless I did it in DK. But there's so much options, and I want to do them all, but I live in Texas. 101 yesterday, folks. Anyway, y'all take care. I love you to pieces. Enjoy your weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.